Hidden deep within the northern regions of Laos, the Plain of Jars is a fascinating archaeological site that has captured the imagination of scholars, tourists, and adventurers alike for years. This area, with its scattered collection of large, bowl-shaped stone jars, remains one of Southeast Asia's most perplexing mysteries. There are over 200 of these massive stone jars, with some reaching over 10 feet, 3 meters in height and weighing several tons, scattered across multiple sites. The jars were carved from solid rock, and their purpose, origin, and the civilization behind their creation continue to puzzle experts to this day. The dating of the jars has been a matter of great interest and speculation. Based on current archaeological findings, the jars are believed to be about 4,000 years old, dating back to the Iron Age, an era when humans were beginning to master metalworking. Despite the long passage of time, the exact methods used to carve, transport, and place these enormous jars remain unclear. While some of the jars are made from sandstone, which is softer and easier to carve than granite, others are made from more difficult stone types. The sheer size and weight of the jars suggest that the builders had remarkable skills and knowledge of engineering, but without any written records, their techniques remain a mystery. The jars are scattered across a broad geographical area, with the largest concentration found near the town of Phonsavan. Archaeologists have discovered more than 90 separate jar sites, each containing a varying number of jars, from small clusters to vast groups of several hundred. The largest of these sites, known as the Plain of Jars, is home to a stunning collection of these enigmatic structures. The jars are often arranged in groups, with some placed in large clusters that spread over vast stretches of land. In addition to the jars themselves, archaeologists have found large circular stone discs, which may have served as lids for the jars, further fueling theories about their original use. Despite the many theories and investigations, the true purpose of these jars remains elusive. One of the most widely accepted theories is that the jars were used in burial rituals. Excavations in some areas have uncovered human remains, tools, pottery, and other artifacts, which have led researchers to hypothesize that the jars may have been used to house the remains of the deceased or serve as offerings in funerary rites. The sheer scale of the jars and their prominent locations in the landscape suggest they had symbolic and ceremonial significance. In many ancient cultures, large structures were built to signify the importance of life after death, and the size of these jars may have indicated the importance of the individuals whose remains or offerings they housed. Another theory proposes that the jars were used for more practical purposes. Some believe the jars could have served as containers for storing water, particularly rainwater. The region around the Plain of Jars was historically situated along trade routes, and it is conceivable that the jars were used by passing travelers to store and collect water, providing much-needed supplies for traders and caravans on long journeys. This theory is often debated, however, due to the scattered nature of the jars, which makes it difficult to imagine them as organized storage units. Moreover, the sheer size of the jars makes this theory less likely to be the sole purpose of these structures. Adding another layer of mystery is the lack of oral or written traditions that can shed light on the people who built the jars. The civilization responsible for their creation has disappeared, leaving behind no clear records of their beliefs, cultural practices, or daily life. The absence of historical documentation makes it difficult for researchers to fully understand the significance of the jars. Modern archaeological efforts have uncovered some valuable clues, but many questions remain unanswered. The region was severely impacted by conflict during the Vietnam War, with much of Laos being bombed and left with unexploded ordnance. This has complicated archaeological exploration in the region, as the land remains dangerous in some areas due to landmines and other remnants of war. In recent years, efforts have been made to preserve the site and continue research. The Plain of Jars was officially designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2019, recognizing the cultural and historical value of the site. This designation has helped bring more attention to the region, with both local and international efforts being made to ensure the safety of researchers and tourists while also promoting the conservation of this important archaeological treasure. Continued efforts to demine the area and preserve the jars have allowed for a deeper understanding of the site, but many challenges remain. The Plain of Jars is not just an archaeological site, it is a cultural puzzle, a tangible connection to a civilization that is long gone but not forgotten. Despite all of the theories, speculations, and research conducted so far, the true purpose of these giant stone jars is still unknown. They remain silent witnesses to a lost culture, and their continued existence invites us to ponder the ingenuity of ancient societies and the mysteries that remain buried beneath the earth. Today, as tourists and researchers flock to the Plain of Jars, the site serves as a reminder of the human need to understand our past and the complex, sometimes elusive nature of historical discovery. The site remains an enigma, where the past and present collide, offering both a glimpse into the technological and cultural prowess of an ancient civilization and a reminder of how much we still have yet to learn. In a world where many ancient secrets have been uncovered, the giant bowl-shaped stones of Laos continue to stand as a testament to the enduring mystery of human history and the drive to explore the unknown.